At Home with Lucas here. So today we're going to be talking about the DJI OSMO Mobile 6. Yes, people, I finally got my hands on a proper phone stabilizer, but I'm not going to be reviewing this like everyone else out there. I'm going to be reviewing this for one particular purpose and one particular purpose only, and that is, can I run with this bad boy and go live on YouTube and have it be steady and have it be something that I can hold in my hand, that I don't feel like I'm going to die after 4 or 5 miles of running with it. So I'm really gonna be putting this to a very simple test, but the test is gonna tell a lot, because a lot of what you do with these things is you do cinematic shots where you might be in motion, whether you're walking fast or you're running or you're on a bike or you're doing something where you're in motion with this thing, and you wanna make sure that it's gonna be a good stabilizer. You're also going to want to make sure it's not too heavy for your hand and all that fun stuff. So we're going to be putting this to the test to figure out, can you actually go run with this bad boy and not feel like your arm is going to completely die. We're going to test all the little features that it has going along with it, the selfie stick and all that fun stuff. And we're really going to figure out, is this something that you should buy or maybe skip altogether? I'm here for you, so I don't have to waste your time buying and returning. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it. Right, so we got the DJI OSMO Mobile 6. Let's go ahead and get inside this box. All right, and there is everything that comes in the box. I really like how it's all laid out, super simple. Hey, there we go. This is like a lightsaber looking thing. So I put this tripod stand on the bottom just because I figured if I was gonna do any kind of vlogging, I may want the reach. So it's just nice to have it on there. It's made out of plastic, so it's not heavy. But here's our main controls right here. You have your joystick, you have your record. Looks like this is gonna flip it around. Yeah, so it's going to flip it around, and then you have another button over here where you have your power button up here and multitasking button. You have your charger over there, and then you have your joystick button right here. Of the fact that this magnetizes on here, so that's where your phone goes in. It locked in so tight. I was very happy about that. And the way that this all folds back down is super, super nice. The soft touch / grip, it is a grip actually, it's not a soft touch, but it feels really good in the hand. So now basically we're gonna slap our phone into there, and I'm gonna take this for a live run on YouTube. So let's jump into that. Okay, at first I was really happy with the fact that this came with a tripod, but immediately you realize that you're carrying around a couple ounces of extra plastic that becomes somewhat annoying. You're like, okay, I don't want my actual phone stabilizer to be that long, so I ended up taking it off and holding it in my other hand, which I would then leave at home for my later runs, which becomes really annoying because when you're out running, you can't actually put your phone down anywhere, so you have to basically hold in your hand the entire time or lay it down, so you can't get any shots without that added 4 inches on the bottom or holding that piece in your hand. As for stabilization, as you can see here, it is a smooth stabilizer, but while running, I found it drifts all over the place. It tilts upwards when you don't want it to tilt up. There are 4 or 5 different modes which you can go through. On my first run, I didn't know any of those modes and how they worked. I later found out there were special modes, mainly one mode, which I don't know what it is, worked better for running, and the rest were kind of terrible. So it definitely has the ability to be a phenomenal stabilizer if you get it dialed in for exactly what you're using it for. But for me, going out for 45 minutes to an hour runs and filming it live on YouTube, holding in the hand got super annoying. By the third run, I was like, this is terrible. I don't like it. It's too heavy. The grip became somewhat annoying and just didn't work for me. The fact that the tripod was never with me was really annoying, and I couldn't ever put it down to get any sort of run by shots. So that was definitely something that I didn't like at all. As for a gimbal and how well it actually stabilizes, yeah, this is night and day difference. If I was holding my phone right now, it would look absolutely terrible. But the fact that it doesn't just sit in one place and stabilize is a little bit annoying. So it's not the best at just locking in on my face and then staying there. Of course, my arm is moving a little bit and whatnot, so I totally get it. But like I said from the very beginning, I'm going to be taking this thing out for just running, period, the end, and we're going to see how well it actually works. Now, when you flip it into rear-facing mode, it really does a phenomenal job. So you can actually run and get some really cool cinematic shots while you're running. Of course, this is live stream, so the image quality is not going to look the best right now, and I cropped it a little bit. But yeah, running in rear facing was completely different than front facing. I was very, very happy with it. Butter smooth. So the 3-axis gimbal on here is what you're paying for. Everything else just doesn't really matter. It's just me being picky because I'm trying to go out for a run and use this as my companion. So definitely not the best for running, and definitely not the best for holding it in your hand for long periods of time. So definitely take note of that. I'm going to give it a 1 thumb up for running, just not 2 thumbs up, and I won't be using this as my daily running stabilizer. Okay, so there you go, 14 ounces, so it's just about a pound with everything that comes with it, and that is just too much weight. Let's go ahead and take this off because you're not always going to be moving around with it. That is 11.5 ounces. Still, that is a lot of weight right there, and that's not including your phone. So your phone's going to add a lot more weight to that. That is 7 ounces. We'll go ahead and put the phone stabilizer on here. Now we're at 1 pound 1 ounce 7. And we'll add the final little bit on here, pushing it to 1 pound 2.5 ounces. So that's what I was running with while I was reviewing this device right here, and that's just too much weight, and that's not including my case. Just for fun, let's also throw on this because I did run the first time with that. So that is 1 pound 4.9 ounces. That's what I ran with the very first time. That's just too much weight to be holding in your hand while you're running or doing a lot of things. I just cannot imagine a lot of people grabbing this thing and being like, oh, I'm going to take this out for 2 hours and hold it in my hand the whole time. Okay, I've been using this bad boy for long enough that I think I have a full star rating. Let's just start off with the build quality. So this thing is built really, really solid. I do think they could cut some corners in a good way and make it lighter weight. I would like this thing to be half as heavy as it is. I think that they didn't need to use metal up here. When they did, they could just go straight plastic. Same with this right here. This could be just full-blown plastic. I don't know why you would really need this to have any metal on it. It's just simply going to hold your device as long as it doesn't bend or break. The one thing I really did not like is this right here. This never seemed to fold down right. And I always felt like it was messing with my brain whenever I tried to pull that out sometimes. It was just so bizarre and just so weird. And the way that it folds back down and has to go and sit right here is just bananas. I didn't like it at all. I think they could update that for sure. The display down here is just silly. Like, I don't understand why they can't just have a little bit bigger of a display and maybe tell you more of what's going on. They just give you little shapes and you're supposed to run with it. Didn't like that at all. The hand grip on here, I think, could be upgraded a little bit more. I don't have the biggest hands in the world, and yet I felt like this just wasn't the best for long-term use. A lot of people are not going to take this out for a run like I did and hold it in their hand, you know, for 45 minutes or whatnot, like I did. But if you do, you're going to notice right away that this hand grip could be upgraded for sure, and it just could be a little bit better. I also found that the joystick was really good. I liked it a lot. I could move my phone around and do all that fun stuff, but I kind of had to learn as I went. It was really funny. I had to learn while I was running. I had to learn all of it because I don't think DJI really explains how to use this thing as clearly as they could. I think they could explain it a little bit more. I didn't use this for cinematic purposes. I didn't use it to get amazing smooth slow-mo shots. I basically bought this for one purpose. Can I run better and do a live stream? That's basically all I bought it for. I wish that the tripod was built into the handle. I know the cheaper ones do that, and I think that's a win. I think it's good because there's times where you don't want to carry 1.5 pounds with you. You want to drop a couple ounces. So you leave the tripod behind, then you're out on your run and you're going, oh, I would like to set this down and maybe film myself running. Nope, can't do that. You cannot set this down at all. It'll fall over in a matter of seconds. I absolutely loved this, but I felt like they could upgrade this also because it takes a lot of force to get this onto your phone. The magnet there is phenomenal, next level. But once again, I don't know why they need such extreme materials for something you're going to be holding in your hand. The selfie stick extended out like this takes all the weight from here and transfers it up to here, and it makes it so unstable, and it feels super awkward to hold your $1,500 phone at such a far distance, especially while running or doing anything active. It's just so bizarre that the weight all goes here with your phone. And this is just left like kind of, you feel like you're balancing it like if you hold a broom in your hand and you kind of move it around. That's kind of how it feels. So I think that this thing in theory is really good. The gimbal on here is 5 out of 5 stars. Like, you saw the footage. I was running. You didn't even know I was running until I pointed it at my face and you saw my head bouncing up and down. So the gimbal on here is phenomenal. You're going to get steady cam shots, no doubt whatsoever. But I think just the way that it's all packaged together, the weight, the handle, it's just not 5 out of 5 stars in my book. I also don't like the fact that you can't close this down with your phone holder on here. You have to actually take that off just to get this to fold down. And then, like I said, it folds so weird and it's just such an awkward fold. And half the time I would go to pull it out and I would be like, something's wrong. And if it's turned on, I found out it will actually be even more difficult to get off. So I didn't like the way it folded down. It's just so bizarre and so strange. I think they could update that for sure. So all in all, I'm going to say that the gimbal is 5 out of 5 stars. This is 5 out of 5 stars. The weight of it, I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. The fact that the tripod does not open up out of the handle, I'm going to give that a 3 out of 5 stars. Total package, I'm going to give this thing a 4.1 out of 5 stars. I'm going to say that you will probably buy this and not have any of the same problems I had. But if you do buy this for any kind of running or active running, it's not the best. So buyer beware. If I didn't scare you off, buy it. All right, there you go. That's the DJI Osmo Mobile 6. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely clearly click that like button. And if you want to join the Adam Lucas family and you want to be a part of this crew, smash that subscribe button, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.